5 side hustle traps can drain your 50 lakhs faster. How many times you have listened this on news that people are losing money on scams, people are losing money on trading, people are losing money on online betting. Today we go deep into about 10 bad side hustle which are traps for your life, okay, which are really a traps, and I will tell you with real time examples. Okay, I have 10 side hustles for you which you should not do, and I have a checklist what kind of checks you should have on that to have a great side hustle for yourself. And finally I have something else, the call to action for you. Okay, let's start with the side hustle trap number one. Okay, the first one is trading. Okay. See, the reason I hate trading because you can't control the market. You can't control the market. You can't control your emotions. All right. And not only that, it's like very risky. The reason I'll tell you that according to a research, right? According to a research, less than 0.001% traders are getting results, which is like 1 out of 1,000. You understand? 1 out of 1,000 is getting results. The problem with, see, one of my friend, okay, last year he started trading. He lost 2 lakhs. I tell him, bro, stop that. Why are you doing that? Okay. Still, he said that I lost 2 lakhs. Let me earn more. Let me earn more. Let me earn more. In that situation, he lost a capital of 40 lakhs. And you know what? He's about to commit suicide. Okay. And I literally tell him, bro, I told you right already, this is a bad side hustle to start unless you have high high learning skills, high expertise on trading for 10 years. Do you have 10 years of experience in trading? Type yes or no in the comments. Do you have 5 to 10 years of experience in trading with at least 80% profitability? Type it in comments, yes or no. If it is no, it's a pure bad side hustle. Instead of trading, I recommend investing, a value investing. Invest and forget, invest and forget, invest and forget. That's it. Okay. So high risk of losing capital quickly because we are more urged to get on more. Imagine you earn 10,000 in a day, 20,000 in a day for 2 times. You feel like, wow, I'm making 10,000 per day. So let me put more, let me put more. Overall statement is loss only. Okay. Second, requires constant learning and emotional control. Honestly, humans are not good in emotional control because we are nothing but social animals. As a social animal, I know when you are addicted to bad habits. I'll be very transparent with you guys because it can be porn addiction, it can be alcohol addiction, it can be any other bad addiction like smoking, smartphone. It can be as bad as angriness. It can be as bad as nails biting. Any bad habits is really releasing the dopamine very fast in a cheaper way because you are doing that habit. Okay, and we are bad at controlling our emotions. That's why trading, whenever you are losing money, losing money, it's like negative spiral. Okay, that leads to you feel like, okay, let me put more, let me put more, let me put more. At the end of the day, week, month, literally gone. All capital gone. You stuck in losses. There are many people got train accident. They just lie on the railway tracks. Okay, in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana because they got a lot of debts because of trading and they got suicide. They commit suicide on railway tracks. You understand, right? So unless you have 10 years of experience in learning on trading, don't do that. Okay. And it can be addictive behavior and burnout. Okay. Like stick to the screens, multiple screens for, almost 10 hours a day, almost 20 hours a day. I don't encourage this. This is a bad side hustle to start. Okay. Bad side hustle to start. Second is gambling and betting. Okay. So the reason which I don't like gambling and betting because of the system it builds. Okay. So let's change the color to, yeah. So the problem with gaming, the online betting and gaming is, understand this. This is a system. System means a system created by the owner of that game. Okay. And you are just a player. Okay. The owner always build rules. No matter what the game is, owner will always win. The player always lose. Type agree in the chat. Because you can't control the rules in gambling. You can't control the rules in game. That's why who created this? Control the rules, control the commissions, control the probability, randomness. You know that, right? The mathematics rules, right? The probability of winning owner is very high, literally 10 times higher. The owner wins 10 times more than a player. That's why maybe they give 10 times the return. Okay, put 10,000 rupees and you make 1 lakh. Would you see that? And lot of people are losing, more than 100, 200 people are losing 10,000, and he's giving 1 lakh to someone. Like he made 20 lakhs and they give 1 lakh back. At the end of the day, betting is dangerous because, note it down, any betting, any gambling is not in your control. Okay, note it down. It's not in your control. You can't control that. Okay. Most of the betting, put the money, click the button and wait. Put the money, turn on the rocket and wait. Anybody have seen that? Put the money, turn on the rocket, or put the money, wait for the returns. No effort. If there is no effort, understand it's a gambling. Okay. If there is a gambling where you can't control, system owner, the owner of the gambling always wins. Owner of the game always wins. If there is no effort or a very dead easy effort, let's say click the button or fill the form or spin the wheel. Anybody have seen spin the wheel? Spin the wheel on Amazon, spin the wheel on some XYZ websites asking you for your phone pay. Anybody feel that? Type I know in the chat. Do you feel that? Many a times we are like cyber attacks happened in Hyderabad also, Cyberabad, right? Lot of cases are coming because people are addicted to easy money. Okay, easy money. If you are addicted to easy money, you are about to ruin your financial career. Okay, don't addict to easy money. Commit to stabilized money. Never commit to easy money. Commit to stabilized money. Okay, so let's get back to this. Okay, online gambling, you never do because it's a bad side hustle that traps you. Okay, that traps you. One of my close friend literally lost 2 lakhs in betting and got slap on from their family. Okay, from his family. Almost guaranteed losses in the long run can cause addiction. See, it's very addictive, right? Whenever you're playing, you got 10,000 per day, 5,000 per day. You put 1,000 and you make 10,000. Hey, 10 times returns. Let me try. Unregulated sites increase fraud risk. Sometimes some random websites they take your money and steal your money. Okay, so online betting also, it's a bad side hustle to start. Okay, third is MLM. How many of you feel, Ramesh, can I try multi-level marketing? Like you join, you buy a product, and you invite 3 more of your friends. They'll also buy the product. You make commissions. The problem with that is, honestly, right? On an average, a person know only 100 people. Okay, note it down. On an average, as a human, since childhood to now, you may know only 100 people. 100 people means 100 people who you can listen or who they will listen to you. I'm not saying that you know Chandrababu Naidu or you know some actor. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you know a person who you can talk, that person also can talk to you. That kind of friendship I'm talking about. Barely 100 people, but in multi-level marketing, it requires multiple levels, thousands of people to build that. Okay. Majority lost money, only top earners benefit because they're already very early they started, right? Lot of people under them, so they make more commissions than you struggle to add more people into the network. Okay. Aggressive recruitment harms personal relationships because we are pressurizing people to join or we are pushing them to take the product. The product is cheap, the price is high, and you make less commissions. Note it down. Here, less commissions. Less commission means you can't control the commissions. Again, the system owner will always control the commissions. Okay. And legal risk due to pyramid scheme structure. See, because of this, right, the pyramid structure is there. Because of that, this top guys always earn 5 times, 10 times than the bottom guys. And to grow this bottom guy into a top guy, it requires 10 times, the effort, and it's almost impossible. In 2015, we are trapped into some multi-level marketing called Lebatazia. Okay, at that time they give some stickers and we have to pay 1,500, invite three people to it, and you make another 1,500, something like that. We tested, we lost money, even we collapsed some relationships because of adding them to it, adding them to Lebatazia, and we lost the money and we lost that relationship also. So multi-level marketing is a bad side hustle. Even the health products like Amway, Vistage, there is some community called Wow Community. Anybody know Wow Community? The Wow, some kind of promotions are always happening, right? Please don't do the multi-level marketing unless unless you know 1 lakh people. Do you know 1 lakh people personally? Do you know 1 lakh people personally? No, because we are humans. Our time is limited, our scope is limited, our area of interest is limited. So we can't reach more people. Okay. Next. So don't start the multi-level marketing. Okay. The next side hustle is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is good only. I'm not saying it's bad, but the problem is you don't know what is happening inside. Okay, it is hiding. It is hiding what's happening inside the system. Okay, extremely price volatility causes huge losses because you don't know what's happening, what is mining, what is crypto coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that. Because of that, you put money and you wait, no effort. You put money and you wait. You can't see the product, you can't see the service, you can't see the machine, you can't see the process, you can't see anything. Because of that, lot of scams also happening, phishing attacks also happening, and regulatory boards also very weak on that. See, for banks, SEBI is there. SEBI, right? So like SEBI for cryptocurrency, the regulatory boards are very weak. In case if you are getting a fraudulent, it's very difficult to recover that money back. Okay. Even there is a website called Binance. Anybody know Binance? Binance, and other websites also there. If you really want growth, 1% of your investment money. Okay. I'm saying 1% of your portfolio on cryptocurrencies, which you believe in. But don't do trading. Don't do trading of cryptocurrency. It's dangerous. Okay. It's dangerous. The next side hustle is print on demand. Okay. The next side hustle is print on demand. See, the problem with this print on demand is low margins. Okay. You make very less money. Suppose you take a t-shirt of 300 and you print it out, ship it, package it, deliver it. So it is costing you 450 rupees per t-shirt, a quality t-shirt I'm saying. And you're selling it for 500. Okay. And 50 rupees is the profit, but still you have marketing cost, you have a tools cost, you have advertising cost, you have all that other cost. It leads to thinning your profits. Low margins is a bad side hustle. Note it down. Low margins is a bad side hustle because your time is very limited. Again, I'm telling, going back to productivity basics, 8 hours for deep sleep, 8 hours for daily routines. You have remaining 8 hours in your life. Okay. 8 hours is for deep sleep. 8 hours is for daily routines. Remaining 8 hours, 6 hours for office work, 2 hours for side hustling. As simple as that. Okay. Don't overthink on this. You don't have a lot of time in your life. No, you have very less time. Okay. If you consciously think, you barely have uh, 30% of your time for work. In that 30%, you have distractions, overthinking, you have, office issues, you have stress, anxiety, health issues, many more. So why are you wasting your valuable peak time on low margins activity, on low margin side hustle, especially, right? Suppose a side hustle, you are spending 100 hours per month and you are making 5,000. I'll explain with an example. Yeah. So what exactly it means this is this. So this print on demand, right? Print on demand is a low margin side hustle where you put 100 hours of effort and you make 5,000 in profits. Okay? 5,000 in profits. You tell me guys in the comments, what is this hourly value? You made 5,000 per month as a profit, and you put 100 hours of effort in that. What is the hourly value? Very simple. Money you made divided by the effort you put. 5,000 divided by 100, which is nothing but 50 rupees on print on demand. Imagine there is a other side hustle. Imagine there is another side hustle. You put daily 1 hour on that. Okay, daily 1 hour on that, and you made 50K. Okay, you make 50K on that. We call it as side hustle matrix. Using side hustle matrix, you are spending 50,000. You are making 50,000 a month by spending 30 hours. 30 hours a month. A month. Okay, now you tell me the calculation. So 0 0 cancel. Of 3 divided by 5,000. It's almost like 1.67K. So you tell me, would you prefer this side hustle or would you prefer this side hustle? Here the hourly value is 50 rupees per hour. Here the hourly value is 1,670 rupees per hour. Type A or B in the comments. A or B. This is the t-shirt designing side hustle. This is side hustle matrix. Okay, I'll tell more about it at the end of this today's video. Okay, so this is the side hustle matrix. You understand my point, right? Work on where you get highly hourly value. Minimum you can aim for 1,000 per hour. Okay, 1,000 per hour is the target. Ramesh, I don't know what it is. I'll explain more about that. But you have to learn skills for it. Okay, next. So don't start this print on demand kind of side hustle. Okay, it's low margin business, heavy hard work, low margin. Next. Yeah. The next side hustle is online surveys. People are saying that work from home opportunity, fill the form, fill 100 forms. You make this much, you make 20 rupees, you make 50 rupees. Please, it is a low level, cheapest activity without using skills, only randomly routine work. Understand this. Routine work side hustles are always the cheapest side hustles in the world. If you use creativity, you can make more money. Okay, if you use routine work, fill the form, click the buttons, fill the websites, share this with people, please don't do that mistake. Okay, so online surveys is always the routine, the boring, the labor. I call it as AC labor. Okay, I call it as AC labor, where you are working as a labor in the AC. As simple as that. Okay, so very low pay for time invested, risk of scam, and people will tell you to join you have to pay 5,000. To join you have to pay 2,000, and they take your money and they just abscond. Okay, so risk of scam or fake survey sites, no skill development and no growth potential. So don't do this mistake of attracting to these shiny objects and stop doing online surveys. Okay. Next, social media as an income stream. See, social media as a marketing channel is good. Okay. But social media as an income stream is bad because nowadays creating content is very hard. You don't know, guys. We are putting literally 4 hours of hard work, 4 hours of hard work just for 15-second reel. 15-second reel. Okay, just for a 15-second reel, we are putting 4 hours of hard work. You understand my point, right? Content creation is already saturated. Create content once you build the side hustle. Don't blindly create content and expecting some virality, expecting some money. You make nothing. You know what? My YouTube channel, more than 230 videos, more than 4,500 subscribers. Still, we make zero out of it. We make literally zero in the YouTube because it is just a form of channel. That's it. It's not a money making opportunity. It is just a value addition. Social media as a pure income stream is not the right side hustle to start. I'll tell you how to use social media to amplify your side hustle. Okay, algorithm changes every day, almost every day, can kill your income instantly. Okay, and audience fickleness. Sometimes audience want trends. Audience wants some random things. That's why it leads to unstable revenue because YouTube, Instagram, TikTok want more views. To get more views, you have to create more content every day. It leads to burnout. We call it as content creation burnout. So don't blindly create content online expecting to make money. It's a bad side hustle to start. So don't start social media channels as a side hustle. Okay. Next, this is one of the side hustle. We call it as trading. Okay, trading. Flipped used electronics like buying from OLX and selling to someone with a commission, something like that. Don't start this kind of. We call it as middleman side hustle. Middleman side hustle. You are the middleman. Suppose you are the middleman between the producer, between the consumer. It's not the first time products, more like a second hand products, like second hand iPhone, second hand laptops, second hand cameras. You understand, right? Risk of buying faulty or stolen goods. It's a risk, right? Producers may cheat you. And uncertain resale value, you can't control that. Maybe you purchase an iPhone for 50,000 and the consumer may ask, buyer may ask, give it for 30,000, 20,000. You can't control them, right? And time consuming repairs. One of my uncle, right? He's purchasing vehicles, repairing it and selling it. Purchasing, it's just called service. I don't know what is that. Second hand finance, auto finance or something. Okay. They purchase scooters and they just remodeled it and sell it for second hand. Literally a lot of time and effort is there and a lot of investment also required. So right, to purchase products, it's a lot of costly stuff. That's why don't do this flipped electronics or flipped middleman journey. Middleman journey problem is you can't control to be a producer. Can you build an iPhone? Can you build an iPhone? Can you build a camera? No, right? So that's why you should be the producer of your side hustle, never from someone else. Okay. If you are not a producer, you can't control the margins, you can't control the marketing, you can't control the work-life balance. Okay. So that's why I don't encourage this flipping middleman side hustle. Okay. Next, freelancing as a side hustle. Again, I don't encourage because inconsistent clients, uh, clients always they're expecting more from you. You are delivering very less. Okay. You feel they may give you 1,000 rupees, they may take 10,000 of work from you. It takes maybe 10 days of hard work where you can't control their happiness. Too much of freelancing. You understand any specialized skill you can take and you can't do a freelancing stuff forever. Okay. And no benefits and no guarantee of getting clients. You can't control of getting clients. Some people also freelancing scam. They give you the work, they take the work, they never pay you. You understand? You take a skill, but don't do freelancing. I have something else for you. It's called side hustle matrix. So it is income instability. Okay, income instability. Finally, drop shipping as a bad side hustle in the world because it's the biggest trap because of low margins. I told you, right? Drop shipping means purchase any physical product like this kind of stands, this kind of caps. You purchase from China sites and you resell on Amazon, resell on your own Shopify web store. Don't do this mistake of drop shipping because a lot of my mastermind members told that Ramesh, I tried drop shipping, I tried saree business, I tried MLM, I tried online marketing, I tried this that, and they lost money. Okay, so low profit margins is the problem. High competition. See, you can't beat Amazon. Okay, right? You can't beat Amazon. Nobody can beat Amazon in e-commerce. That's why you can't build $100 billion business, right? I don't encourage that. So supplier issues. Imagine again here also middleman issue. Producer is different. You are the middleman and the consumer is different. So producer may stop the supply and it affects your business. Okay. Don't do this mistake of drop shipping very early unless you build the audience. Okay. All of you type 100K in the chat. Until you have 100K audience in social channels, don't start the drop shipping. It's very dangerous and the margins also very less. Okay. Constant ad spend, it requires more marketing ad spend with uncertain ROI. You can't control the returns also many a times. So in a summary, this is the top 10 bad side hustles. Trading, bad side hustle. Gambling, bad. Multi-level marketing, don't do. Cryptocurrency, dangerous, print on demand, low margins, online surveys, scams, social media, time pass, flipping MLM, like middleman business, like flipping the goods, again, cheating, freelancing, inconsistent revenue, and drop shipping, low margins. So out of these 10, right? Out of these 10, how many have you tried and failed? Be very honest. Okay. Be very honest. How many side hustles you have tried? I know we want money, right? We want money, nothing wrong. Accept your failures. That is the first step towards growth. Type that number in the chat, in the comments, which side hustles you have tried and failed. Type that number in the chat. Next. So I have a checklist for you, a beautiful checklist. I have a beautiful checklist for you where we call it as 1 crore. Okay. 1 crore side hustle checklist. This simple checklist has to really give that happiness for you. It has 4 simple check boxes. We should spend only less than 1-2 hours per day, minimum to maximum 1 hour per day with less effort. Okay. If it is more effortful, it's not a side hustle. It's again a one more second job, third job. I'm not saying it's a job, right? I'm saying it's a side hustle. Like weekly 2-3 hours you can spend on it and you make extra 30,000-40,000 or 50,000 per month. So it should not reach more than 1-2 hours a day. Second, you have to control everything, 100% control on yourself. You control the prices, you control the margins, you control the supply, you control the demand, you control the marketing, you control the sales, you control the delivery, you control the finance, everything in your control. Okay. Third, freedom of execution. You have to have that freedom in your life, especially time freedom. You can work whenever you want. Okay. Location freedom. You can work wherever you want. Like you can travel to Dubai or you can travel to Andaman. You can work from there also. Time also, you can work from midnights, work from early mornings, work on weekends based on your work-life balance. Okay, note it down. Based on your work-life balance, never on client's work-life balance. You got my point, right? Never on clients. It's all about you. Enjoy the family time, enjoy the vacation, enjoy the rest, enjoy the luxuries. Then you do the side hustle. Okay. So time freedom, location freedom, of course, financial freedom. In the financial freedom, the last one is high margins. Suppose if you charge 15,000 per client, imagine you are an expert in some area, in a skill. Okay, in a skill, you charge 15,000 per client. Out of 15,000, barely you should spend 2,000 on any expenses like marketing, like tools or anything. Remaining 13,000 should be profit. I'm saying that minimum 90% margins has to come. Okay. If it is less than 90%, it's a bad side hustle to be in. If you got this 4 checklist, type got it in the chat. I'll put this document in the description or I'll give it to you at the end. Okay. So note it down, the 1 crore side hustle checklist. Daily 1-2 hours, 100% control, freedom of execution, and high margins.